Hello there. Welcome to another video, if I can remember how to do all this. I've got a 4v4 game here that I played a couple of months ago. I don't think it was the best of balanced teams here, but it turned into an entertaining game nonetheless, and 4v4s tend to be what people enjoy the most watching on the channel, I would say. Just because there's a lot going on, and they last a decent amount of time. That just one game can make a fairly watchable video. So on here we've got motherlode, as you can see, with the trees all around the centre, the water in the centre with the fish, and so close to having the ultimate motherlode, where you can just fish from the get-go. There's a lot of nerfs on this one. 12 up to 16, and then you've got the corner nerfs probably as well. You see the groups of 5 that just randomly spawned in the corners. So people can get some crazy nerf count. And get a very, very good eco started. For some reason when I'm looking at the screen the resolution seems small, but you know, it's as big as it's ever been for GBG. Take a little bit of adjusting. I might need to buff up the speed a little bit just to get through tech level 1, because it's going to take forever. Well, maybe not all these nerfs actually. But getting into the players here, we've got Risk, who is going to be the other pocket on my team, with myself as the other pocket. The Confederacy in the green, he's the Gungans in the red, and our wings are going to be attack or die here, as attack lives in the blue. You can see he's got many nerfs, as is tradition. And we've got Darth Kraken here in the grey. Here's our assigned rookie to the team here, who's going to be a little bit out of his element, I would say. He's got facing off against Stuart here, SY2 Min, in the Yellow Republic. And his pocket's going to be Russian Blunt as the Teal Trade Federation. And we've got RVA here, guy that makes all the patches and stuff on Vublate. In the purple is the Gungans, and then rounding things off we've got Hunter here on the wing. One of the chatty people in the Discord is the Orange Confederacy. And attack, just swiping his nerfs as is tradition. Yeah. Classic. But anyway, getting into the game, yeah, not really much. There's some full lumps, there's all those nerfs. These two are a bit well hidden. I can't have been happy about that. I don't think I would be off munching these EOPs if I'd known about this at the start, I think. Bad times. But anyway, I got these nerfs, like 2 nerfs. That's good times. Take the bad with the good. And this being motherlode, people can tend to wall off because they see that the trees here, the tree clusters can almost completely join up in between the players, but sometimes it's not the case. It's fairly open here on the other side of the map between attack and hunter. See that the tree clusters sort of got cut off a little bit, got right up on the edge there. So troop center is going to be getting dropped down for attack here. Probably have to in kind see the same thing from Hunter, just to defend himself, because it's going to take a lot to wall that with just prefab shelters. Whereas if you look at the other side, only a couple, like 5 or so prefab shelters for these guys to wall their side. And on occasion for motherlode you'll see like 1 prefab walls or 2 prefab walls, just because the trees have just spawned in such a way. Medic Scout, that's a ram. And we're off to T2, got diverse food income, some of the OPs there, finish off the full lumps, got some berries to fall back onto as well. And we are Confederacy, which was traditionally, I like to go geos with those, but kind of feel like a long way to go on this map. And everyone loves to go air on motherlode as well, because of the, you know, the natural walling at the sides and stuff, and the fact you can't run anything through the centre. That's a lot of nerfs, buddy. The triple nursery. Risk with the 5 nursery. Excuse me. RV with the 4 nursery. What's going on here? What is this? Spaceport Manufactory here for Blunt on his way to T3. Got some Mounties rolling out here, and an attempt to stop the wall here from Kraken. SY trying to do a bit of rookie bashing here with the Mounties, and he does get across. He's been using that scout to distract the workers here, and he almost lured that Mountie out with this worker. Should probably have finished the wall. Much easier to handle, just the one Mountie, but now that there's two, he's got the medic, and he's going to get that Republic healing bonus as well, with the medic that he was using to scout here. And these Mounties are going to cause him a lot of problems. And because they spent so much carbon on the wall here, it's going to delay him a little bit. And we've got a Mountie on the other side of things here for attack, but Trooper Recruit is going to show up here. These workers are already got basic training because they're Geonosians, so wasn't even room for error there of them not having that. And the Mountie just shredding through them. And it looks like he's probably going to run off to RVA here, the pocket. I hope the Hunter has let him know that Montada be on the way. As it shows up here in his carbon line. And the second one, I'm going to run through the base here, but it's pretty shredded. He's had to like move it around a little bit to try and avoid this guy. He did land that shot actually. 34 health down to 20. It's not really going to cause too much destruction here for RV8. I think he did manage to kill these Mounties over here on his power core in the command center. And he's having to repair the wall here. And it might be better to actually just start a new prefab here, I think, with like 2 workers or so. I think it would cover the surface area of both of these. And we're going to build a fortress here. To be honest, if we probably went fighters, I could probably just kill Stuart here. But I do like making geos. They're fun. And I get the airbase here, double airbase from RV8. An airbase here from Russian. I've got Rusk here, I don't know if he's T3 quite yet. Still T2, I'm kind of surprised about that Rusk when you got like 50,000 nerfs. And make a little bit of a fight here on top of this hill, attack. Positioned here, not on patrol or anything, but he does have a Tuskcat on his payroll. And with the elevation bonus and all that, he's just going to absolutely win that fight. And this trooper desperately running from the Tuskcat. There we go. It's all fine now. Got some geos flying around. You can see just the concept of me having geos has caused Russian Blunt to both have an airbase and 2 anti-air turrets. It would be in my best interest to just not even attack him. The damage is done. I'm going to sneak over here now though, at least workers on Nova. You can see RV's fighters are moving across the map as well, looking to do some damage. I think they're probably heading into attack or die here. 4 fighters or so heading on the way. He does have quite a lot of anti-air troopers already, so he's looking quite good for that. No turrets to hide his troopers in or anything like that, but instantly taking down a fighter there, and that's going to cause RVA to go straight away here. But he does catch these troopers, might kill a couple of them here. And they're looking to kind of just combine the forces here and apply the pressure to attack here and see if they can get a win on the ground. We've not really got much out of Risky. He's a little bit later to get to T3. But he is getting the fighters out now, and he will have enough to deal with this amount from RVA here, since he's got that sort of defender's advantage. He doesn't have too much of a distance to traverse. But he is going to have to show up here soon. But I'm not seeing any pinging or anything from attack or any words in the chat. He's not really asking for help. He's just managing this on his own here with his anti-air troopers and his troopers. And to be fair, he's got enough troopers to deal with attack with Hunter's amount, and he does have enough troopers to deal with the air from RVA as well. And looking at the other side of things here, a bit of Geonosian shenanigans. I was maybe looking to kind of just get a critical here on SY if he made a mistake with his anti-air troopers, since his pocket is not really like double airbase or anything like that. A lot of workers and stuff going down and force the turret does get to T3. And go back here, these guys are still trying to pick attack apart here, but it looks like Risk has shown up here with his fighters and he's going to take this trade. Catching a couple of fighters down. He wasn't actually really paying attention, it was sort of like a half patrol where only half of them woke up there. They could have wiped the entire stack, I think. To be honest, attack should just counter attack. These guys should just counter attack here because, as you can see, the Hunter's not actually made any anti-air troopers at all. None. Could be dying right now, really. If these guys just like sent everything, just go full Cal Vega here with the trade fed troops. Send it all, even the anti-air. Alright, he's stationed in his base here. A lot of fighters now out here for Russian. It's a little bit annoying here. He's just built this off of one airbase as well. He's going to go straight to the wing here. He doesn't have any anti-air troopers, unfortunately. I am Geonosians. He doesn't really ask for help, but told him to make some anti-air troopers. And Riss decided to go off and deal with this as we were in comm chats. But looking at it now, it's a little bit unfortunate he has to go and do that, because I think he probably could have just killed Hunter right here. Then again, he might get caught by RVA's fighters. Oof. Geos, man. What's up? I want to pull that one away. Oh. Mismoved there. And the air from Riss going to clean up that air from Russian during all that. So he's a bit distracted as well with all those Geos hitting him, causing a bit of damage. What's this transport for? Is he like dropping the units of SY across? RBA's fighter is just sitting over here. I didn't even notice this. Risk is T4 already with his 50,000 nurseries. He's got those Gungan advanced fighters out. That's why RVA's hiding his air. I don't know if you need to hide it so much though when it's a non-shield civ. But this could spell disaster here for Hunter. A lot of his workers are going to go down really quickly here with the DPS output of the advanced fighters. You can see them all getting gunned down in the streets. A lot of damage here. And attack just hitting T3 now. A little bit late. Maybe overtrooped. Doesn't even look like he really garrisoned anything. It's all just dying. I get this guy, boom. Needs more workers and stuff. Yes, he needs more command centers because like all this is just exposed. I see the heavy weapons factory is being dropped here for RBA. So looking to get some on-ground pressure here, probably into Hunter's base. Tank here, grabbing up all this ore. The tank could really be putting a lot more pressure on Hunter after he's lost all those workers. And not really just for these forces, like I'm talking like maybe like some rallied artillery or pummels or something like that. Some heavy weapons, difficult to deal with. Expensive to deal with, really. Things that force like mech destroyers. Because it's so much carbon and food to be dropping when you want to be spending it to catch back up in your worker count, your command center count, etc. So the Geos here try to control this position. It's kind of like a hard position to actually push into. You can see the sort of funnel of the choke here, the way the wall is. These guys got air civ as well. These anti-airmobiles. Gonna be tricksy to get the troopers out. I like the fortress. And some heavy weapons factories here from Risk. Get the troop centers down. A few of us just on 2 nurseries. Quite a lot on like 3, 4, 5. And this fortress, very well defended in this spot. Need to get some building damage out here ASAP. Well, these guys can't defend it. Some strike mechs and fighters. Get all the troopers into the fortress. Get those extra beams. Racing to get all these troopers and stuff out. A lot of upgrades to get on them. Particularly when you've not been like on the wing or anything like that. RV getting a very good fortress and shield here up on the side of this. There's T4 as well. So the fortress here is not actually risk, so they can't really get cannons out at the moment because I don't think attack is anywhere near T4, is it? Nope. Just got a lot of artillery out already though. A guy to delete this wall, but this choke is annoying. And there's the air. Let's see where I am from. SY. Harassing poor crack in here. Do some advanced turrets. Some places. Not many. Some air from RV flying across the map. So Hunter and RV have done a very good job of just stalling this out here. Because it doesn't really look like they're gaining any ground at all. It's going to take a while. I'm going to need a lot more units to do so. If there were cannons it'd be great because there's just nothing that can really hit the cannons. That's the fortress and they're going up now and it's just one worker building it. It looks like a lot of workers being harassed here by the T4 air. Try and get up in this position, but kinda need cannons myself. It's either that or what I should have done is just AC around and walk around this position. Because they're actually not really prepared for this like army, but with a stationary defense of the choke and then the air as well to hold on with, it's fine for them. They get a lot of time to catch up. So I think if we had like an AC here, killing off the trees, marching forward, or just a lot of cannons to take down this position, do a lot better. It's like I've got a fortress in my base and I've made all these anti-air turrets and stuff. Feels bad. I could probably long distance the cannons actually. That's what I should have done. Well, I am doing it now, but I could have maybe done that as soon as I hit T4. Could have like 3 or 4 right here right now. Been back over to things. A bit more of development here, but it's really just I think attack or dies fortress going down. The shield generator. Because these cannons can't be touched. That's RB's first to really get them out here. And they artillery try to hold this position here. So quite a lot of useful units here from Hunter despite losing all those workers. Attack, just kind of got a couple of troopers and fortress. I want to see a lot more mechs from a Trade Federation here, just to provide that sort of bulk for the artillery from the Gungans. The troopers will trade quite well into MDs. Like trooper artillery would be very good here if it was complemented by like MD strike mech from TF rather than troopers. Get another fortress up, my cannons here, but it's kind of been stalled out, I think. Because you can see that Russian's getting a lot of strike mechs out. It's going to trade really well into these repeater troopers. And then with the air as well. Hard to get that going. Not a lot of space to go like artillery yet either. Clearly found some more nerfs, building all these nurseries. And the Gungans here on the front lines, doing what they can against the other Gungans. Take a sip of coffee, try to remember I have coffee. I tend to have coffee when I start these videos, but then I get talking and then I just forget I have coffee. can see that nothing's touching the cannons, so this fortress is just slowly but surely going down. You can see that red energy ball. One more in it. That's it. There it goes. Okay, one more. Right. Just contradict me. There it goes. Yeah, third time's a charm. And back on this side. Again, yeah. Troops into a funnel choke. It sucks. Not really got much from Kraken here. He's kind of out of his element in this game. He's having a bad time. It's understandable. Old no malice about it. It's to be expected. So we're gonna just troll and build reeks and stuff. Because why not? After all, why shouldn't I? I am the Confederacy. I have the animal technology. Why shouldn't I build them? We did take the fortress down. This cannon's very ambitious. Our cannon shield generator is very ambitious with 2 cannons like in range. And we've lost a lot of our ground forces here. Just to get that fort down, we're going to lose our own fortress, and then he's going to lose a fortress as well. It's pretty costly. Should have just went round. Build an AC and go round. And the other side of things, all these shields are getting knocked down here by RB's super cannon micro. And mainly that he's got MDs to go off and shoot cannons on their side, whereas they don't. Because there's not really anything from attack here. A couple of MDs just sitting here. Not really much queued up either. It's been like mildly raided here by here. It's pretty late in the game. Like, with all the nerfs that everyone's had, the game time not might really reflect that, but it kind of is, because just the amount of food, the amount of extra free, you know, 0 downtime food income there's been for a lot of the players here. And to be honest, because I couldn't break through here early, kind of just, the mentality shifted to just defend. But oddly, on this side, the mentality is to defend as well. Even though, like, Hunter kind of like lost like all of his eco, like to the T4M. Both teams have got the trade up go. Lots of trade income with Confederacies on the team for those bonuses. Just some bad jokes though. Getting the Acklays out now. After all, why shouldn't I? Do love the Confederacy Grenadiers. Just like a big absence of blue here. And then we've got an understandable absence of grey here in terms of the units, but he's getting some stuff out, but it's not really the right things, right? I think he'd be best just letting me fight this for a while, turtling himself up a bit, getting his eco going, and then just getting some, you know, like some good support, like Republic, Rebels, Naboo. Very like support-y civs. They've got really strong support tools, so like their T4 air, their ability to defend their own air cruisers, big support unit with the air, Jedi as well, convert anti-air mobiles and stuff. Like all those little sort of micro pieces, rather than just like the big you know, units on the ground. So the Republic here, you would like to see some air and some Jedi. Maybe some ACs being microed and stuff as well. And like a fortress full of troopers would be nice as well. You get that bonus there. This isn't really strong. These guys are absolutely choked in here. Lots of troopers, lots of artillery here for risk, but again, we're missing the mechs here from attack. Haven't got any queued up yet. Still nothing. A lot going down here. Not making much leeway. Try and get these strike mechs through, but like you can see the grenadiers with their tracking, a lot of them just blew up. And yeah, the most natural counter of all, the Acklay. Oh, that was a nice shot. Nice grenadier shot. Or was it all the Acklay? They're not bad, eh? Look how much they're tanking. I suppose he's +2. He's missing some upgrades. Getting terrorized. IAC from Riska. Good in this moment. Not really much anti-air out for these guys, and we'll do a bit of stalling, but you know, it's desperate times here. It's really just lacking a lot of stuff here on the ground. Like, if you can imagine it, right? If there's just like a good amount of strike mechs or MDs here on this side, you know, like launching sorties and stuff, and you know, often maybe walking up and just like shooting off the cannons as well. A nice AC shot there. He's gonna have to try and get some anti-air turrets up. And you can see his aim reveals the upgrades have just kicked in for them, and they do take it down. I'm gonna try and get some artillery out now to match this army. As you can see, a lot of mechs surging in here from Russian Blunt and the artillery as well, and some assault mechs from the Republic player. Interesting choice. A few troopers here. Does have all the upgrades for his guys, Kraken here, but not a lot of them. Tanking a couple of shots here. Getting bounty hunters out as well. And you're gonna get some assault mechs and stuff. Not really got much Nova, but we do have good Nova income, I believe. 190 workers, 60 merchants. So a lot of this trade bringing in the Nova for us. But we are getting pushed back here because it's two very bulky, strong armies, and the assault mechs are very good against the artillery as well. And they got the Mounties running in here as well, taking up some shots. Same time of things, it looks like Risk's really got a good critical mass here. The odd Grenadier, Strike Mech and Trooper from attack, but really still, like, we're up to about an hour in the game now, not a lot. Really struggling to support Risk here. Things are so bad that I've made Mounties here to go and try and help out this side, because I'm at a little bit of a loss as to what's going on. See these running in here. Okay, not a lot of like anti-mounty stuff really at the moment, but these units not coming forward doing this. They should be. There we go, pushing it forward a little bit here. He's doing a little bit of work at the cost of us getting sort of opened up here a bit, like a can opener. And a lot more military buildings being built forward on us. Looks like we've been broken here on this side, but yeah, it looks like a little bit of hope here on this side with the Mounties coming. Some more shields. Attack at least building some shields. We need to get more bloody mechs out. He's TF. He could have this. Assault mechs and MDs. How are they trading at this angle? RV desperately trying to maintain his shields. RV's shields are like a part of him. He feels physical pain when they die. And I kind of lost all this here. Have to renegotiate our terms here. Get a new defensive position. Kind of at the cost of Kraken's base here, unfortunately. It's getting used to this little area though. A bit in the trees, there was sort of a gap clearing. Looks like they are holding here. Unfortunately for that hunter getting online here, we're getting a lot of his troopers out. Confed troopers going to do really well here. And these fortresses doing a lot of damage. A lot of cannons showing up now from Risk, and they're quite safe here at this angle. And AC popping out here from RV. I'm going to hold this off. I get a nice shot here, but it's not going to be enough to take down the cannons yet. And they're going to take down 2 fortresses. That's 2 ACs now. Don't know if Risk's still got any air left. It'd be really handy at this point to snipe these. These are getting some great shots here, and a lot of artillery here that can get blown up by these ACs. And on the other side of things, these guys still pushing in with all these assault mechs. It's tons of mechs and troopers, and it's a lot to deal with. There's one player with Jedi as well, stealing up that holocron. We just got the mighty Confederacy here. Oh, lag. Helping us out a little bit there. I believe RV explained that to me once, why that occurs, where the units stop moving for a second after they've been told to move somewhere. It's that there's a finite amount of commands that can be issued at one time, and they're in a queue. They're in a queue to move. Old school gaming right now. But I don't know what's really happened to these guys. Like, it's just sort of, all the units just vanished. I know the Jedi getting involved though. We do have a couple of Zam vessels walking in. Oh, an AC, wonderful. Got a lot of bounty hunters. Where did all these Zams come from? Oh, Kraken with the most ambitious AC of all time. Practically stands on top of the units it wants to kill. And again, we can see the ACs are still running riot here. And SY, for some reason, just getting his cross map on as well. A response to my Mounties, I guess, here. Throwing out these bombers. Interesting one, bombers. Cross map bombers at 1 hour. I think they've been making like anti-air though because of the ACs. So I don't know how good the bombers are going to be able to see. They might get this shield though. The shield's kind of low in health. It's being repaired though. These anti-air troopers. Finally, their time has come. AC from Risk. Just a lot going on here. And on the other side of things again, we're getting a hit wave of Mounties now. Bounty Hunter's doing a good job tanking here. We've got some like assault mechs pushing with this. I don't know what these artillery are doing. They're coming right up close. Classic friendly fire from the AC. But don't worry, I can make beasts again. I feel safe when I can make the beasts. And 3 ACs here from RV. No mercy being shown. Good shots here for that was. Oh, loses 2 there. We lose the 3rd. This guy's got no health. Almost. 3 ACs now coming my way as well. It's a virus. That Acklays. Get in there. Again, a lot of these units just walking forward and exploding. It looks like Stuart's kind of come to the conclusion that they might need a shield generator. He's building that up there. And here come these ACs. Oh. Pain. It's okay. I've got a way to deal with them by just making more units. That's the solution. And a big arc here for RVA now. It's getting all these artillery out here. It's cannons. He's aimed these sort of meat shielding in the front here. A lot of Mounties being built up as well. A few assault mechs here from attack now. There's still not a lot of units. I've thrown out some grenadiers to help because they're just having a bad time. I'm holding strong. Got these anti-airmobiles now, and it looks like these ACs are overstaying their welcome. I don't know if these pummels are intentional. That looks like a man trying to queue up some troopers. Or some Acklays. But going to the heavy weapons factory accidentally. still, we'll fluffy rabbit them to the front line. Again, pushing forward here. RV is activated his shield protocol. Multiplying. And it is proving to be too much here with all the saturated troops. Just super useful units coming in here for Hunter. The Grenadiers, the Repeaters, and then the Mountie Waves as well. Which means that RV is definitely winning those wars of attrition here. And there we go, the tanking pummels. Actually tanking a lot of shots here. Looks like a bit of micro here, maybe shooting on that clump of 5 assault mechs, maybe there's quite a few there. Some good shots. Does have the shields as well, but when the Grenadiers come, the assault mech won't last long. Got the beasts running for him, I try to tank some shots. We're starting to push things back again. Things are looking bleak over here. Very uncomfortable amount of Trade Federation troopers in this game for an hour 20. Oh, there's some big shots there for Army in there, taking down a lot of risks units. The final nail in the coffin there. Some air coming in here as well. As you can see, nope, you have to wait your turn to move. Got some turrets up and down the trade and stuff, not too worried about that. A lot of assault mechs out here for the Trade Federation now though. All those mech upgrades. You can see the difference in HP. Plus the missing the attack as well. I don't think it matters too much for assault mechs. I think they're 90% like bonus damage. Let's play a role in the other mechs though. But these Grenadiers are top boys. Oh, it's been a while since RV's built a shield. There you go. And the Acklays come once more. I've got a lot of units out now, and they don't. So it looks like we're pushing them back a bit. But it's looking bleak here on the other side because there's not really any shields. Not a lot of units together either. Actually got some troopers over here. Some artillery. I think me fighting over here is probably doing a bit too much as one player. Probably shouldn't even bother. If this side's lost, it's lost. And yeah, not looking like much in the site. I think they're kind of broken now. A lot of support units here for RV from Hunter. So the Mounties, got the anti-air mobiles and stuff, the troopers as well, the Grenadiers that are coming in, some cannons now as well, just helping the ranks here. And then just helping them have a much wider arc with which they're fighting to take down a lot more buildings. As they slowly push through. A lot of Jedi running in here now. And some Mounties. Building up more troop centers and shield generators and stuff. Really annoying to go and chase down and deal with. They are at least sort of walled in here at this area, can corner them. hear Acklays just running at the army. Still got res, but the carbon's starting to get below, I think. And there's just nothing here. 3 ACs once again, surging forward. Big support unit doing a lot of damage here. And the air getting on top of the trade as well, let's find a little spot. I can't convert the turret, that's what it is. Just gonna build another one. Go away, airman. Loads of cannons now. Look at all these cannons from Hunter. Risk's done a pretty good job this game. I think attacks sort of let him down a bit on this side. I think the TF, there could just be a lot more mechs helping. Risk had a really good early game. He had all these nurseries and stuff, and he kind of like took Hunter out of the game. Helped my side a bit as well. We've done well in the late game, but I think we could have done better early on, like with our initial T4 push. I think we should have just went round the position. Or gotten a lot of cannons out early. But it's not looking good, and if this side goes down I lose my trade, so I can't win. But this was a really fun game to play. Just because I got to build Acklays and stuff, and found them to be pretty useful. Like Acklays and Grenadiers really worked really nicely together. Or just Acklays and anything like AoE behind them, just because they're tanking shots and disrupting the AI of the units that you're hitting. Making sure a lot of the shots land. This sort of diverse Confederacy army is actually, it's pretty good. So it sort of bumped Confederacy up a bit in my eyes. You just have to change your eco a little bit. Just get a lot more farms to sustain the food production. Normally you're sort of, you know, you got a lot more carbon than food usually. And what I like about the Acklays as well is the nurseries are kind of cheap to build. They don't take up much space around a power plant. You can get a lot of them. But it leaves your troop centres like open as Confederacy to make the units that you want to make. So rather than having Mounties queued up all the time, which are, I don't think they're as fast or as tanky really, or as annoying. Plus the Acklays kind of deal with troopers as well, which tend to deal with the Mounties. But leaving those troop centres open means you can get Grenadiers when you want to, you can get Repair Troopers when you want to, even anti-air troopers if you wanted. I really like them. The assault mechs are actually kind of struggling with these as well. I don't know if they've like got as much like bonus on them, or maybe it's just like their sort of their sprite doesn't take up as much space as the Mounties, doesn't stack up as much. You can see they don't really like stack up on top of one another like Mounties do. But there's a lot of assault mechs now. I can't deal with so many. So we're completely broken food now. Almost air as well. And I think the other side's broken now as well. So RVA, Russian, SY and Hunter are going to take this game on the mighty motherlode. Time to GG. GG. Called it for the team there. Yeah, looking hopeless, but very fun game to play. And I hope you've all enjoyed watching that one. And if you enjoy the content, please consider giving a like on the video, leaving a comment if you wish, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to get involved in the GBG community, we've got a GBG Discord, which you'll find the invite link down below in the description of this video. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.